Hello everyone, welcome to Easy Biology. The topic is about some experiments with yeast under anaerobic respiration. Some experiment with yeast. So what is the aim is to perform the experiment which is related to yeast that comes under anaerobic respiration. For this, first what we have to do is we have to take glucose and we have to boil this glucose. Okay, then add yeast to this glucose solution. Okay, to this boiled glucose we have to add yeast. As a result, what is formed? Glucose yeast mixture is formed. Glucose yeast mixture. Now this glucose yeast mixture we have to take in a conical flask or thermo flask like this. So this is the thermo flask. In this we have to take glucose yeast solution or mixture. Send a delivery tube, one end of the delivery tube into the thermo flask which contain glucose yeast mixture, and another end of delivery tube into glass bottle containing lime water. Glass bottle containing lime water. Right. Now place a thermometer into the thermo flask like this. Right. Okay, so this is the thermo flask, this is the thermometer, this is the delivery tube, this is the lime water. Right. So here glucose yeast mixture. So what is the concept? This is anaerobic respiration. To perform anaerobic respiration, it is important that there should be no supply of oxygen. For this purpose, what we have to do is we have to place a layer of paraffin wax. We have to place a layer of paraffin wax in order to prevent entry of air, so that the oxygen present in air may combine with this glucose and it may perform aerobic respiration. To avoid it, we have to place a layer of paraffin wax. Furthermore, before placing paraffin wax, it is better that we have to add Janus green bee solution to the glucose yeast solution. Janus green bee solution, also called as diazine green. Diazine green to this flask that contain glucose yeast mixture. Okay, first we have to add this one. This blue dye, if turns into pink here, it indicates that there is a short supply of oxygen or there is no oxygen here. Okay, so that the experiment can be performed in a smooth manner, and leave it for few hours. After few hours, we will observe that there is increasing in temperature, that we observe the rise of mercury level in thermometer, and whatever the lime water is there, it turns into milky white. So why? Because carbon dioxide is released, that is collected through this delivery tube, and turns this lime water into milky white. And after we remove all these, and when we observe the smell, we observe a characteristic smell from this solution. It is nothing but the alcohol smell. We observe a peculiar alcoholic smell from this solution. So this is anaerobic respiration. That is why here a new product is formed, and also heat energy is released, and the lime water turns into milky white. It means carbon dioxide is released. Okay, so this is about the some experiment with yeast, and how this alcohol is separated means by a process called fractional distillation. By a process called fractional distillation, where the temperature is subjected to 70 degrees centigrade, the alcohol is separated. Okay, before the separation of sugar only we can able to separate the alcohol. Whenever we subject it to 70 degrees centigrade under fractional distillation process. Next, after performing few experiments by Lavoisier, he stated that respiration is a combustion process. Respiration is a combustion process. After performing a series of experiments, Lavoisier stated that in 1783, his compilation is that respiration is a combustion process. Respiration is a combustion process where oxygen not only combine with carbon, but also with hydrogen. Another scientist, Robinson, according to Robinson also, respiration is a type of combustion. Respiration is a type of combustion, according to him, and combustion is the source of heat in animals. Combustion is the source of heat in animals. This is what said by Robinson. Okay, next, observing changes during combustion of sugar. Observing changes during combustion of sugar. Observing changes during combustion of sugar. So for this purpose, what we have to do is, here we are able to know the similarities and differences between combustion and respiration. For this we have to take a stand, then we have to take a lamp in order to supply heat, and a glass beaker, where we taken sugar crystals, here nothing but glucose. Then insert a delivery tube like this, delivery tube, and one end into the lime water containing bottle. Okay, so this is a stand. This is the spirit lamp. This is the sugar crystals or glucose. This is the glass tube, delivery tube, beaker with lime water, right. So when we observe here, in combustion process, what is combustion? Burning a substance in presence of oxygen. Here heat is to be supplied externally. In case of combustion, heat is to be supplied externally. Whereas in case of respiration, no need to supply external heat. It leads to the burning of our cells. And to stop this combustion process, once it catches fire, it continuously goes on. We cannot stop the combustion process. Whereas in case of our body, water with other cells can excite the respiration. And how can we stop this combustion process? By using water. Whereas respiration can handle whereas in respiration, the water along with the cells can exercise control over the ongoing process compared with the combustion. So in combustion, external heat has to be supplied. In respiration, no need to supply external heat. Okay. In combustion, all the energy is released at once. Whereas in respiration, energy is released at several stages. Okay. So these are the differences. Combustion and respiration. Next. Heat production in living organisms. So we know already in respiration heat is produced. Heat production in living organisms. Heat production in living organisms. Here, whatever the energy that is stored in our body, it is used by three ways. The energy in our body that is released during respiration, it is used in three ways. One is, it is used in the production of ATP. Okay. In the form of ATP, the energy is stored. And for our daily activities, some amount of energy is utilized for our daily activities. And most of the heat energy is lost from our body. Means released to outside. Some amount of energy is stored in the form of ATP. Some amount of heat energy is stored for our daily activities, utilized for our daily activities. Most of the heat energy is lost from our body. Okay. This is how heat production occurs in living organisms. Okay. And we will discuss about another topic in the next class.